Hello, hello, hello. Welcome. Thank you for joining. God bless you. God bless you as you join. Thank you for coming in. Please share when you come in. Please do share. Please share, please share. I'm going to do the honor right now by sharing, and you please do the same. Please share. And I'm going to start, and I'm going to be really fast today. And sorry for coming in late. A little bit late, behind schedule today. Let's just share. I'm doing the same. Please do share. And God bless you. Bless somebody today. Maybe somebody needed to hear this today. And you can just save that person's life by just sharing, by just sharing it to somebody, tag somebody that probably needed it today. Please do that. Hello, hello. Hello, Martin. How are you? Welcome for joining. Okay, let me start because I'm going to be really, really fast today. Okay, so why is it our responsibility to redeem the earth? Why is it? Okay, like a lot of people, it's easier for us to sit down and castigate our politicians, right? In authority, it's easier to do that because a lot of people today, a lot of youth today, a lot of people today, all what they do, they sit down and blame the government for what's happening in their country. Oh, the government is not doing this, the government is not doing that, the government this, the government's supposed to do this. Yes, the government's supposed to do certain things, but it is also our responsibility as a human being. You and I, it's our responsibility to redeem the earth. Because as I said in my previous video, the earth was cursed because of us. It's us for us to redeem it. So not all we do is blame the politicians, like blame the president. Oh, why is the president not doing this? Why is the president not doing that? Why is this? But what are you doing for the earth? How are you redeeming the earth? Yeah, you're blaming the president. We all do blame the president. Yeah, they're supposed to do more, but he can't do everything. He's only a one person. He's only one person. What are you doing as an individual? How are you redeeming the learn as an individual? Instead of you blaming the president, what are you doing to redeem the earth? What changes are you doing? Don't stop blaming the president. Start doing. If the president is not doing something and you have the idea to do it, go ahead and do it. Don't wait for the president to do it. You go do it because that is the reason why God created us in the first place. That is why God put you here on earth. If you're seeing a problem and somebody is not doing it, hey, maybe you probably might not have the solution to it. But that is why Google is. We have Google. Now we have internet. Go to the internet, go to the library, go and do research. How can I solve this problem? If this problem is so much hurting you, it's so much causing you so much discomfort, maybe it's your responsibility to fix it. That is why it's causing you so much angry, so much you so much passionate about it. So this is just an this is just what I have to say, okay? Please don't be complaining because nobody is listening to you. The reason why nobody is listening to you is because maybe it's your responsibility to go and change that problem that you are complaining about. Because in workplace today, a lot of people see so much bad thing going on, but nobody, you're the only one whining and complaining. You are the only one seeing that problem because God is making you see that problem because you are the one that's supposed to bring solution to that problem that's only you seeing. Because nobody is seeing it. And if you bring a solution and everybody will say, wow, yes, and you're going to get all the praise because you are doing, it's our responsibility to redeem the earth. So stop blaming politicians, stop blaming the government. You start doing something on your own. Little it might take, because when somebody see you doing it, and everybody will come join you. If it start working, if it start producing results, everybody will come put a hand in you and say, wow, you're doing a great job here. Let me come and give you a hand. But just talking about it, but complaining about it, just whining about it, it's not going to solve anything. Let's take a look at Japan, for example, right? Let's look at Japan. Look at the way it is. You think that Japan was it like maybe 5 years, 10 years ago? It was like the way it is right now? No, because everybody is doing something. It's not only the government that is doing something, everybody is playing a part. You see, sometimes you see Chinese people everywhere because they are taking from other countries and they are going to their country and they're developing their country. But what are we doing as Africans? We are all over the place. We are all over the globe. We're everywhere. You go America, they're there. You go Canada, they're there. You go Europe, they're there. You go China, they're there. We are everywhere. But what are we stealing from there and bringing it to our country and developing? We should start thinking about that. Go steal from them. Bring it to your country. Develop your country so your country can become a better. Because Africa is the richest continent, but yet people are dying of not eating there. It is very sad to see that. Because everybody is lazy. Nobody wants to do anything. They want everybody to do everybody wants somebody else to do something, but you are not actually doing nothing. Do something. Let's look at Dubai for another example. Look how beautiful it is. You think that Africa? Let's take for Nigeria for example. You think Dubai have more resources than Nigeria? Let's look at my country, Sierra Leone. We have so much resources there that we can do so much with it. You think Dubai have it? Do you think that Japan have those resources that we have in Africa? No. Look at Singapore. My goodness. And we, for example, our my beloved country, we have independence for how many years? 57 years? I don't know, 58 years. I'm not too sure. Don't quote me on that. And what is the independency? We were fighting to be independent, but we cannot even take care of ourselves. Why did you want an independence if you cannot take care of yourself? What is the country? Yes, somebody might come and tell me, well, we have Ebola. Well, we have mudslide. Oh, well, we have the Civil War. Yeah, that was a long time ago. We're supposed to be developing. Even if the mudslide, if things were in place when the mudslide happened, it could have saved a lot of people, probably. But because there is nothing in place for disasters such like that, so a lot of people are gonna suffer. When Ebola came, hey, it could have been controlled. A lot of people would have not lost their life if there were things in place for that. But because there was no thinking in place, because people are not thinking, because you have to be prepared for the impossible. Let's say Canada, somebody was contacted Ebola, for example. Quick, they will have put that under arrest right away, isolate, because they have resources in place for that. So we as African, we need to provide resources. We need to provide things in place for disasters such as that. When this happens, what are we gonna do? But there is no preparation. Like the Ebola came, there was no preparation. The mudslide came, there was no preparation. People lost their life. But because of somebody ignorant. Because knowledge is all vast out there. The internet is full of a lot of things, good and bad things. But we are not learning from it. We spend so much time in social media, but we're not learning anything from it. How we can develop ourselves, how we can develop our country. We can't. Look at the United States. A lot of people are there. People come there, make money. But a lot of people were running. Oh, I just have to leave Africa. It's everywhere. It's the same. There is so much money in Africa, but we Africans don't see it. But they see it. The Chinese people see it. The white people see it, that there is so much riches there, full of honey, milk and honey is so much in Africa. I'm telling you, people. But we are not seeing it. We are there. It's like, oh, there's nothing here. Oh, yes, there is something there. We are just too blind to see it. It's our responsibility to redeem the land, you and I, because it was cursed because of us. So now it's our responsibility to be sowing good things on the land, doing good things to people. The more you do good things to people, the more you do good things to the land, the more we're going to redeem it. But the more bad things that is being thrown, the more we're being choked up. Like you can't even breathe. Everywhere you go, you turn to social media, you look at the news, so much bad disaster, everything is happening because of hatred, because of jealousy. Nobody wants to, hey, the earth is so big for all of us to be able to live here and share the resources. But guess what? No, one person want to be greedy. No, it's all for me. I'm the only one want to control this. When it's enough to share. Because if you love your neighbor, if you love people, will you want to deprive them? You will never want to deprive them, because today certain minister in a certain position in Africa is depriving other people just to feed his own greed, his own gain. If you think that that person love, if there is love in that person's heart, do you think that he will do that? He will never do that. But because there is no love, that is why there is so much greed. We need to stand up and take our responsibility to redeem the land. You can just start by your neighbor. You start little by little. Be nice. It doesn't cost you anything to be nice. It's free. Smile to somebody. Say, hi, how are you doing today? You meet somebody, you think that the person need a prayer. Say, hey, can I pray for you? Like, if we all do that, the world is going to be a better place. The more we get this sink into our system, into our mind, the more it's going to be good for everybody. So, we have come to realization, right? That it is the people that build the society. It's the people that build, because the people in Japan, they're the one building the society. In Dubai, in Singapore, in the United States, in Canada, the people are the one doing it. It's not only the government. Everybody have a part to play. It's like a puzzle piece. I will use an example as a puzzle piece. You have a piece to develop something. I have a piece to develop. So I bring my piece and put it, and it's going to look so beautiful. But because we are not, everybody's holding on to their puzzle. No, I'm not going to share my puzzle with you. I'm going to hold on to my puzzle. Oh, you hold your puzzle. No, the puzzle's supposed to come together in order for it to look beautiful. Because if you take your own puzzle, you hold on to it, then there is a missing puzzle. It's not going to look beautiful. It's going to look disaster. It's going to look ugly. It's not going to look pretty. But when the puzzle comes together, you're going to see the picture of a beautiful something. The government has a role to play. Don't get me wrong. Yes, the government has a role to play, but we have a role to play too. We have a role. We cannot do much if we cannot wake up and own our responsibility as a citizen of our country, our beloved Sierra Leone or Africa. I don't know, wherever nation you're coming from. If you don't do that, it's not. We all have to own our own responsibility. You are supposed to be solving a problem and you are not doing anything about it. And a lot of people are suffering because of you, because you don't know what to do. Like I said, if you don't know why you were created, why you were born, go to God in prayer. You go to church on Sunday anyway. Why don't you take that time when you are in church and pray to God? Say, God, why did you created me? Why am I existing? What am I supposed to be doing? What is my responsibility here on earth? Show it to me so I can know my responsibility, so I can start doing it. So people will stop suffering because of me, because I'm being lazy, because I don't want to do anything, because I depend on so many people. Because a lot of people today, they depend on the people in overseas to do something for them, and yet they are not doing anything. And the people in overseas are busy working and trying to put some value into that, but guess what, they just lavishing your money and they're actually doing nothing. And they are the same one gonna turn back and look at you, say, wow, you've been in Canada, you've been in America, and look what is your life. But you don't realize that the money was being sent to you, the money that I was supposed to be using for my own gain to develop myself, and I was sacrificing it for myself, and I was setting it for you, and now you turning around and tell me, what did you get? You should have come and stay here with us. No. But yet you are not doing anything for your community. Yet you are not doing anything. You go to church every Sunday. What is the result that you producing as going to church every Sunday? Because when you go in the presence of God and you being anointed, you're supposed to have revelation that you are supposed to go in the community and you're supposed to start doing the work of God. A lot of pastors, they let the disciples go and do the work. They just sit and eat money, or they drive private jets from wherever, and they find ways how to scam people, how to get money from people, but they're actually not doing anything. Yes, my sister Christina. Yeah, they're killing each other. Oh, like for example, you want a position in Africa. Oh, if you don't, you'll be lucky. You're gonna lose your life, because everybody wants the same position, but yet there is so much God have provided for us that you cannot be jealous. You cannot jealous anybody, because you have your own skills that is so special and unique that only you have. But guess what? Everybody's been jealous. No, I want what you have. What about what God gave you? It's enough for you, but you don't want what you have. You want what God gave me. We should stop doing that. We should stop doing that, because it's not doing us any good, people. We must understand that we have a very unique and personal role to play that no one else can play but us, but you or me. That's it. God designed you especially to create that role. So you need to go and figure out what that role is. Don't jealous anybody. Oh, I want to be like that person. Oh, I want to be. No, be yourself. Because God make you to be you. You can't be like that person. God make that person to be that person. You cannot have what that person have. You cannot have that talent that person have, because you have your own talent. You have to appreciate your own talent, because the only way you're going to shine is when you appreciate what God gave you and you start using it. Then people going to see your talent and they're going to appreciate you for who you are. So, another thing, the fact that you are called into a ministry does not mean that you don't have anything to offer for the benefit or to develop your country outside of the pulpit. Because everybody, I want to be a minister, I want to be a pastor. Everybody is a pastor, everybody is a minister. But yet there is no result that is showing out in the country that you are in. All the pastors, all the wonderful miracle walking pastors that in Africa, but yet the economic is not reflecting. Africa is not reflecting. People are still dying of. So why don't you go to God and say, God, why are people dying? I want a solution. When you're going for your fasting in the mountain and praying, instead of coming and scamming people that, oh, I was in the mountain. God said that there are 10 people here in the congregation that is going to be sowing seed. Why don't you come with solutions about the problem that is going on in Africa? Go to God, pray and fast about that. Say, God, malaria is being taking so long in Africa. I need to know the solution. How can I get rid of malaria in Africa? Go to God in prayer for that. Or poverty, people cannot eat. People are dying every day in Africa. God, I want a solution. Can you give me the ideas? Because I want to bring solution to that problem. No. A lot of people are going to be surprised that when they die, they go, God, all these men of God, like conducting miracle service. Oh, I'm so powerful. I'm so anointed. Touch not my anointing and do my prophet no harm. They're going everywhere. We are all prophets. We are all pastors. We are all ministers. That is why we are here on so that we can redeem the earth because it was cursed because of us. But if we're not doing it, the more they learn is gonna suffer because of our own ignorance, because of our own laziness, because we don't want to go to God. We only go to God for our own needs. We don't go to God for other people's needs or for the nation needs. Say, wow, God, there is this going on in the nation. God, how can I bring solution to it? Nobody wants to go to God to ask about the nation, about how to bring solution to certain things that's going on in the nation. Nobody wants to do that. Nobody wants to sacrifice the oh, I'm gonna fast 21 days for the nation and let God give us. Hey, some pastors do, but still they no revelation. The only revelation that they have is about how to scam people, but not to bring solution to the problem that's going on in the world. Like since I've been on earth for like 30 plus years, I've not seen any solutions that, oh, Africans are bring solution to like electricity in Africa, for example. With the world so advanced, it's 21st century. Still there is people don't have light, electricity in Africa. Water supply. And I've been alive for 30 plus years and still there's no solution. You as a pastor, why don't you go to God? Say, God, people are suffering for water problem. God, give me ideas. How can I build a system? What can I do? So I can get rid of this water crisis in Africa. People have to carry a water bucket from long distance to get water. And people need water to survive. But nobody's doing that. They're going 21 days fasting, but nobody's bringing solution. All these pastors are not bringing solution. I'll start respecting them when they start bringing solution to problem. Like some of them open schools, but they charge so much that the members that put their money to build the school that cannot even send their children to that school. How is that from God? If you have a revelation from God to open a school, for example, let the least member of your congregation able to afford to go to that school, that the same congregation give you money to build. They cannot afford it. They open hospital, the members cannot even afford to go to the hospital. How is that from God? Because when God was here, when he was bringing solution, when he was doing something, everybody was able to afford it. The least privileged somebody. But if you're making it so expensive, it's for your own gain, for your own selfish. It's not for God. Because you're supposed to bring it. If you're going to take money, take at least a little money that the poor, somebody poor can afford it. Or open a school just for the poor people. Say, okay, these are from the less privileged people. This school is created for them. Bring your kids here. Because that is actually what the church is supposed to be doing. It's supposed to be educating their members. It's supposed to be educating the people of the city. But are we doing it? No, we're not. We are failing on our mission. You are failing on your mission if you are not doing what you were created for, because we are all created. For me, I thank God I have a wonderful mentor that helped me to realize this, because people, I didn't know this. I was living in a bondage. I was living in a slavery world, and I thought I was doing the right thing, but I just dawned on me. I just realized it now. Wow, I was living selfishly. I was living for myself. I was not living for God at all. It was everything me. What makes me happy? I don't want to go through any pain for anybody. Like, but it gets me thinking. It's like, wow, now I'm seeing the world in a different way. Yes, my sister. Yeah, all they know is jealousy and is demonic. Yes. That is all they preach in churches today. Demonic, demonic. They don't even give God a little bit praise in churches today. It's all about demon, 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 the devil, the devil, the devil. They are glorifying the devil more than God himself. Let me end up pretty soon because I'm gonna be late for class if I don't finish the broadcast soon. So let every one of us, both Christians and Muslim, I'm not saying, oh, it's only the Christian, both Muslim and Christian, we need to rise up. We need to rise up from our slumber. Let us stop sleeping. Let us not allow ourselves to be blinded by our own selfish reason. Let us don't be, because let us all refuse to be caged and locked up in the bondage of this religious. Because a lot of people, oh, religious, but yet we are not doing the right thing. Both Muslim and Christian, please, let's stand up and take responsibility of the earth. Let's start doing something. Let's not just cage up. Let us go out there, find that problem of the land that need an answer and bring answer to it. Let's tackle it together. Let's work together as a team. Like I said, good citizens, like a puzzle. I have a puzzle piece. You have a puzzle piece. Let's all bring it together. Let's work together and let's make a beautiful Africa. All the world, not only Africa, the whole world need it. The whole world need it, my people. Both Christians and Muslim. Our society have fallen so low that now more they are comfortable in lies. A lot of people, when I go to Africa, I was recently in Sierra Leone. Oh my God, people are so comfortable in lying. And you can see them, you know that they are lying, but they're so comfortable in it. They don't even realizing that they're doing harm than good. It is very, very sad to see it. What is so disturbing is that these people that are lying to your face, they look at you, they lie. They call themselves Christian. They call themselves born again. They call themselves, I go to church and praise. And they call them the most powerful church in Sierra Leone. That, oh, I belong to this church. I'm looking at them like, okay. And you're lying? Lying is what they preach in your pulpits? They don't teach about lying. God says he hate lying. Dishonesty, there is nothing crossed in your pulpits that it's not good to lie. And they're lying comfortably. I was like, my God. Like, why? And you call yourself you're a Christian and you're lying so comfortably. Like there is nothing wrong with it. Instead you're doing good instead of evil. God is asking the church to rise up, speak up for the truth. He's asking us to come together as a unified body and stand against all this evil in the land. We need to stand as a unified body. Instead of fighting the righteous cause of people, lots of ministers and pastors pay homage. They pay homage to the government, to the president, and nothing more. They don't go there and say, President, tell them the truth. Hey, no, they just go there to say, hey, I went to visit. What did you go? What principle of God did you go and tell the president or your ministers that goes to your church? What God principle that you are telling them to bring in effect into the government? Don't just go and pay homage. They no longer has those who are bold enough. They don't have those pastors that are bold enough to face the president and tell the president the truth or tell their congregation the truth. They're gonna be scared. I'm gonna lose congregation. I'm gonna lose members in my church. I don't want to lose members because tithe and offering will not come and flow. What is more than that? So they're scared. They don't want to tell people the truth. So they only feed the people what they want to hear so that the people keep coming. Oh, they feel that you tell them if they don't come. No. As long as you're standing for the truth, you're telling them the truth. If they don't want to come to your church, no problem. Don't come to my church. If I'm telling you the truth in the broadcast here, you don't want to come to my broadcast, okay. I'm still going to say the truth. Don't come to it. Don't listen to it. Don't share it if you like. But it's the truth. The truth is going to remain the same. Many of these pastors have become puppets in the hand of the powerful in the government. They become puppet. They just move them like that. Instead of you standing as a child of God, as a son of God or a daughter of God, and face government issues and the government people that go into your church to tell them the truth, to stop stealing from the budget of the country. They're supposed to use the money what it's meant for, and for them not to be stealing the money and coming to give you, the pastor, and you too are eating the money that is being stole from people and depriving people. It is time that our men of God stand up and speak their mind of God concerning the learn and facing whatever evil that is happening in the learn and bring solution to it. So I'm going to end right now, because if I don't end right now, I'm going to be late for class. But I will be back tomorrow, same time, 10 o'clock. I try to come here at 10 o'clock before I go for my classes. And I will be talking more on this topic. And until maybe somebody hear me and we all start getting the same ideas, because the only time that you're going to be free when you know the truth, because the truth is the only thing that is going to set you free. If you're still living in lie and deception, you are just fooling yourself, but nobody else but yourself. So you guys have a wonderful and blessed day, and I will see you guys back here tomorrow, same time. You stay blessed. Love you and peace.